I'm gonna tell you right now, I got no topic for tonight. So I'm just on here BSing tonight, man. If y'all got anything y'all wanna talk about, if y'all got anything y'all wanna ask, I'm here for you. But nothing like earlier this week when I did the ultra learning. What's up, Phil? What's popping, bro? Right now it says I got 0 people in the chat, but I see your comment, so that makes no sense. That's cool. Love YouTube. Very accurate. What you on though, Phil? What you up to, my boy? Say I don't count. You're a nobody. What a loser. Washing the dishes. Yo, my light's going crazy, bro. The bulb's about to crack. Less than a bomb. That's funny. Yeah, well, before you came in here, I was just saying, this is not like the last live stream I did where I had a topic and it was the ultra learning and shit. This is just random. I'm just on here, just chatting. We just talking. Yeah. Or I got superpowers. Could be either. Maybe when I get too close to lights, they start going crazy or something. Might be tapping into my mutant ability, bro. Let me think if I want to do. Doubt it. You never know, man. I'm gonna keep dreaming. While I'm on here, I'm gonna see if there's another topic like ultra learning that I could do for the next one. See, this is where I need people to suggest stuff. I need you know, suggestions. Also, bro, I sat in the sauna at 201 degrees today for an hour, bro. Trying to be tough guy, and my head is throbbing, bro. Like I drank a gallon after that, and I just feel like I never got rehydrated. Don't ask me what's in this cup. It ain't helping. But, you know, yeah, I was literally getting cooked, bro. Literally. It was pretty bad, actually. At one point, I was gonna walk out, but I saw this dude, he kept getting off the bench, but then he would sit back down. And I was like, oh, he's trying to outlast me, but he was having that internal struggle. He's like, nah, I can stick it out, I can stick it out. And he would get up, he would literally lean forward, and then he would sit back down. I'm like, he's coming all the way off the bench, bro. I'm like, I gotta wait for this dude to leave. So I did. I did. Don't do it, bro. Don't do it to yourself. You know, I should have made this live like a review of the ultra learning. I should have had people that watch ultra learning ask me questions on here. Hey yo, what's up, my bro? Long time no see. Haven't heard from you in a minute. Hope you're doing well. Thanks for dropping in. It's gotta be late over there where you're at, right? Also, how are the new language journeys coming? I remember seeing that you were picking up some new languages. It's 11:20. Where you live at again? Georgia? No, not Georgia. I can't remember where you live at. Oh, it is Georgia. Oh, okay. I couldn't remember. It sounded weird when I said it. So you were picking up French, right? I remember you doing a video, like a 1 month video. So how's that going? I heard Japanese rough, bro. I heard Japanese, Arabic, Mandarin, Russian. I heard those are tough, bro. Been too scared to get into Japanese. What you scared of, bro? I don't know. I feel like stuff like that. I feel like, all right. Let me think for a second. Let me say this the way I want to say it. Nani? Um, the more difficult the language is, I feel like there would be less fear for me. I feel like it's less embarrassing to not be able to speak a difficult language, right? And who's really gonna judge you? You know what I mean? Like there's millions of Spanish speakers in this country, so it's real easy for someone to watch your video and be like, this guy's not even that good, and he said this wrong and that and that and that. But like, how many people do you know in real life that speak Japanese, bro? Like, if I was speaking Japanese, no one in my life could tell me that I was saying it wrong. Like, not a single person. As a matter of fact, I have a friend who lived in Japan for a minute. I'm actually trying to get him to do a podcast. He's from my hometown and like he speaks Japanese. And I literally messaged him this. I'm like, yo, if you were speaking horrible Japanese right now, I wouldn't know. Like it sounds good, but I don't know anything about Japanese. I have no reference. The words don't sound like our words. The flow is different. So, he makes his stories and like they're fully in Japanese. And I'm like, this sounds dope. It sounds like you've mastered the language, but I have no idea. So because of that, I'll be less worried. I'll just be flowing, bro. Just saying all kinds of words wrong. And if anyone asks, I'll be like, yeah, well, I'm something of a savant. I became fluent after 2 months in Japanese, and it's just super easy for me. You've been using French as a mask to not learn Japanese. No, I get that. So you're like, oh, I can't put my energy into Japanese because I'm focusing so hard on French right now. I feel that. I feel that. I basically, we're just reading the script from Attack on Titan. I'm basically doing that right now with Portuguese. Like, I'm like, well, I can't really focus on Portuguese right now because I'm like making sure my Spanish stays up here. ¿Qué onda? ¿Qué hubo? ¿Qué pasa? ¿Qué sucede? No, I feel you. I mean, learning two languages at the same time is difficult anyway. It's like, I mean, learning one language is tough, bro. Like, but learning Portuguese, sure. I did 2 days. I did like 2 days, and I'm just like, bro, I don't have the mental capacity for it right now, bro. Like, there was something about proving to myself that I could learn a second language that meant something, and it's hard for me to get into a third one. Like, I need to make a friend that speaks Portuguese. That would be the only way that I would do it. Like if I had someone like so what I originally was doing was I started a Brazilian jiu-jitsu and the instructors from Brazil and that was gonna be my thing. I'm like, yo, I need to learn this so that I can speak to him in his native tongue and get like some serious instruction. I mean, his English is good, but It's always different when you talk to someone in their native language. But I got hurt in December, and so I lost my motivation, bro. Like I'm like I don't know anyone that speaks Portuguese in real life. I'm sure I can meet people on the internet, but I haven't. And so I'm just like, for what? I learn like one new word like every 2 weeks, bro, and I'm like basically still at the same place I was 3 months ago. So that's why I said I'm learning Portuguese. Not really. Yeah, it is very different from Spanish. It's similar enough that if you read it, you can get a lot. But when people are speaking, especially when they speak fast, like, bro, I don't be understanding none of that shit. It says 7 people are in here, but I don't know who they are. I'm not seeing them. Yo, if you pop in here, especially if it's your first time, say something. Say something so I can greet you, welcome you, talk to you. But yeah, cause I oh Phil, that video was not Portuguese, bro. It wasn't Brazilian Portuguese. I sent that to so my best friend's oh, okay. This is gonna be weird. My best friend's little brother is married to a woman in Brazil, right? And she's fully Brazilian, first language, everything. He was in Brazil when I sent him the video. I'm like, hey, yo, bro, can you look at this? Because I know you speak Portuguese. Tell me what she's saying. Send it to him. He's like, bro, she's speaking so fast, I can't understand it. So he just showed his wife, because he was in Brazil at the moment. I said wife. They're not married. It's his girlfriend. He showed his girl. They sent a voice message back. They're like, this is not this is not Brazilian Portuguese. Like, she's like, I was born and raised here. Like, this is either like from Angola, so it was like African Portuguese, or some weird region in actual Portugal. So yeah, we were all off, bro. It sounded like something to me, but then like after they said it wasn't Brazilian Portuguese, I'm like, that makes sense, bro, because I couldn't understand none of it. Hey Charlie, what's up, bro? Appreciate you jumping in here. Hope you're having a good night. I know it's like what 10:30 in Texas. But yeah, I got distracted. Yeah, cause I'm fake learning Portuguese, so probably in the same position as you with with Japanese, not doing it. But eventually, I will get on it. Eventually, just need some extra motivation. But actually, in the last live I did, the ultra the ultra learning live, right? The first thing I told people was they need to make a map of like what they're trying to do, and the big parts of those was why and how, right? And what you need. And I just don't have a why. I don't have a why for Portuguese right now. Literally have no reason to learn it. Like, not even to show off. They're just I don't know anyone that speaks it. If I knew someone that spoke it, even if we weren't friends, I would have a stronger desire to learn it just to flex. Just wait for them to say something in Portuguese and like speak back to them. Like, oh yeah, yeah, yeah. I learn languages, but I don't know anyone that speaks it. So that's where I'm at. Yeah, man, get some sleep. Don't be tired at work because of me. We ain't talking about nothing in here, anyways. We're just chit chatting about random stuff, having a good Sunday night. I got the I got the day off tomorrow. That's why I'm on here right now. Or else I'll be getting ready to go to sleep too. Yeah. See, I mean, and that's another thing too, Phil. Like, I don't really get. I don't. Some people get enjoyment out of going to like restaurants and completing orders and stuff like that, but I don't know, man. Like even in Spanish, like it doesn't. I get no enjoyment out of that. Like I get enjoyment out of having like real deal conversations, right? So I never really felt fulfilled in Spanish until I could do that. Like I would, pretty early. Like I had conversations, quote unquote conversations, where like basic stuff, how you doing, and oh, can you pass me that, or like restaurant orders and stuff like that. I would go up to like food trucks and stuff. But I'll be proud of myself. Like, oh, I leveled up. But I didn't really feel like I was getting something out of language until I could talk to people about like stuff that wasn't superficial. So I like talking to people about random stuff, but if I can talk to them about learning, talk to them about fitness, talk to them about their life, that's when I feel like I'm doing something. So that's why I would never probably learn like 10 languages or something, because I don't want to just like be here with like 7 languages. Like I'd rather have like 2 or 3 languages under my belt and just be like, yeah, oh, like this person is in distress right now. I can talk to them and like see what's going on. I don't want to like, I don't know. I'm sure you get what I'm saying. Do I still train BJJ? Technically, mentally, yes, but I'm literally just coming off of that injury. So I just I just got back to weightlifting, which is my primary sport. So I need to make sure that I can do what I need to do on weightlifting first. Once I feel like 100%, then I'll get back into BJJ. So yeah, that's still gonna compete in jujitsu. I'm gonna do a competition. Hopefully, damn, it's already April. My birthday's next week. I want to do one this year. If I can get like 6 months of like solid training in and do something in like November maybe, that would be cool. I would like to at least like be doing like 3 sessions a week so that I feel like competent going into a competition. I don't want to just show up at a competition and like deadlock some dude and that's it. Like I wanna actually know what I'm doing. So like I had gone for like 2 or 3 months. I barely started, bro. Like I just started feeling more comfortable and then I got hurt. So you told your coworkers you knew 4 languages. I mean, yeah. I I would say you do know 4 languages. As long as you don't say I can speak 4 languages at a high level, you're not lying. Like you know them. I don't know, man. All that stuff is subjective too. Like there's people on here that say they're fluent in Spanish. You're just be like, really? Not really, but like they think they're fluent. I can't stop them from thinking that they're fluent. You know what I mean? I never say I'm fluent. I just tell people like, do you need help with something? I'll help you. Or like, do you want to talk? Like we can talk in Spanish. That's it. You're gonna get back after 5 months. Are you saying like you've been away for 5 months and you're about to start again? Or are you saying in 5 months you're gonna start again? Just want to clarify that. By the way, if y'all see me start sweating, it's because I don't have the AC on because it's loud, and I didn't want to put the AC on during this video. But like, I'm actually starting to get hot here, so just be sweating on a live, no big deal. Where you at? Where you at in Portuguese, anyways, Phil? Like, where you feel like you're at right now? What can you do in Portuguese? What would you feel confident about doing? That's a better question. He did like 5 days and never went back. It'd be like that sometimes, man. Why did you stop going? Schedule conflict or like did you get beat up? Were you so sore that you're like, I gotta take a week? And then you never went back or what? I'm interested. 5 days. I don't know why that's funny, bro. Like, I would expect you to say like 1 day or like a couple months, but not 5 days. I want to know what the breaking point was. Oh, because you were out of shape. Okay. I don't know why that's hilarious. Elementary in passing conversation. All right. So this brings up an interesting point again. Like I said, levels of speaking and subjectiveness, right? Like kids are actually pretty decent at talking. Like I send my wife TikToks all the time of like little kids like just being super sassy. And I'm like, yo, like how do 4-year-olds be talking like this? And so when people say like they can talk like a 5-year-old and stuff, I'm like, can you though? Like, cause 5-year-olds like they be really expressing themselves, like not with exactly the grammar that we can, but 5-year-olds they be going off, bro. Like they really be saying full sentences like nonstop. They might get a couple words wrong, but they can like speak in paragraphs. So when people say, "Oh man, I talk like a 5-year-old," I'm like, you actually might be giving yourself too much credit, bro. You gonna send me a voice note later? Okay. Yeah, man. Like, I used to say stuff like that too. I used to be like, "Oh, I'm like a 8-year-old in Spanish," but then I would like think about 8-year-olds that I know, or like even when I was in second grade, I took this test and like they said I had a like college level, like what is it called? Like my reading level was like at college level, and yeah, I was very good at communicating at 8 years old. So I think because we're adults now, we're just like, yeah, little kids are dumb. They can't talk. But unless they have like some kind of like developmental disability, like 5 to 8-year-olds, they be blowing, bro. A 3-year-old dyslexic Portuguese kid. Hey, man, dyslexia doesn't stop you from speaking well. You know, Charlie, who I don't think is in this chat anymore, I just made a video with Charlie maybe like a month ago. He's dyslexic and he can speak. He said he has trouble with like reading and writing, obviously, right? But it doesn't affect his speaking. Also, I remember I was reading one time that dyslexia affects English speakers way more than like pretty much any other language, just because of like how our letters and stuff are. So pretty interesting. Actually, let me look that up before I just lie to your face like that. Let me see. Dyslexia. Why they make dyslexia so hard to spell, bro? Like that's messed up. Knowing people got dyslexia and they gonna try to look it up. That's crazy. Cause of stuff like your name, Philip. Yeah, exactly. Dyslexia. Hmm. You might be right. Hmm. You know what? I don't actually know what dyslexia is. I'm just thinking about it. Like you make jokes about it and stuff like that, but I don't actually know what it is. Huh. Okay. While no two individuals with dyslexia will have the same symptoms, 75% of dyslexics struggle with breaking language into its component sounds. That makes it difficult to decode words, which is an essential part of early reading. It also makes it hard to spell and can affect working memory and processing speed. See? No, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's literally the fact that you can't break the language. So almost like I guess it will be everything will be like a blur to you. But this is something that we wouldn't understand. That's like trying to explain to someone what being blind is, or something like that, or like having an astigmatism. It's like, uh, yeah, you see fine, so I can't really explain it to you. That's interesting. I never actually knew what dyslexia was. Interesting. But yeah, I mean that definitely screws you over if you can't identify the sounds of a language. Like that's literally what makes a language. So that makes sense that you would have trouble. But yeah, it's a neurological condition and it affects everyone differently. So yeah, and I definitely I think I made that up, bro. I'm not seeing that it affects English learners more, especially with reading the definition of it now. I definitely made that up, bro. Being multilingual or culturally linguistically diverse does not increase your risk of dyslexia. Wow, I'm just a liar. That's crazy. But you know what? To my credit, to my credit, after I said it, I said, let me look it up. That's the thing that people don't do. They say stuff like it's a fact and they just leave it. I would have had you thinking that English speakers are affected more. I mean, it's possible. I'm just not seeing it though. But yeah, someone probably told me that and they didn't look it up. And I believe them, bro. Because I've been thinking that this whole time, but I'm not seeing it anywhere on Google. Might have to do a little bit more research tonight. But like I said, now that I read the definition, it wouldn't really make sense that it affects English speakers more because it's literally just a neurological condition where you can't break stuff down. So like, in fact, if the language was faster, I bet it would probably be harder. So yeah, humility, fake humility. Yo, I drank way too much water. Gotta take a piss, but don't go anywhere because I'll be right back. I'm back. I also just opened up the window because Jalen had to tinkle. Had to open up the window, bro. I was sweating. Sweating. I don't know, Phil. It might just be me and you up in here. Nobody else is saying anything, so we could talk about some BS, bro. Talk about Alex Pajeda letting me down, bro. Can't believe this dude, man. Pissed me off, dog. You know, there was like 3 dudes last night that not only pissed me off, but basically the same thing happened to all of them. Font, I mean, he's good, but like, bro, like, why are you letting Rob Font just piece you up? Like, bro, he literally was just standing in front of him with his hands down and wondering why he was getting rocked, and then ended up on the floor. You know what I mean? So Yanez pissed me off because I picked him to win. But people be overconfident, arrogant, bro. Just thinking that somebody else can't hurt them, bro. Like, anybody can hurt you with the right shot, especially if your hands are down. Breakdown show with you about that combo. Yeah, I mean, to be honest, like, I'm not gonna take nothing away from Izzy. I'm gonna give him his props. It's a good little setup. I personally don't think it was really so much a setup because even like 10 seconds before that, he was on the cage doing the same thing. Personally, I think he didn't want to try to stay away the entire time, and he was trying to reset without putting himself in too much danger. But Hayter cut off, not the ring, but the octagon, got to him. Cause bro, like that head, the knee almost knocked his head off, bro. Like if he would have got that knee, Izzy would have been asleep. You know what I'm saying? And so everyone's like, oh yeah, Izzy just baited him, like he knew, blah blah blah. Like no, he didn't know because the knee almost landed, bro. And if Pajeda was showing any kind of respect for Izzy, then after he hit him in the body, after he did his knee, after he threw another shot, he would have taken a step to the side, backed up, put his hands up when Izzy threw the first 2. Well, to be fair, there was a sneaky jab in there that I don't think people saw. So Izzy's shelled up, avoids the knee. He threw a sneaky jab before he threw the right. So, but either way, Pajeda didn't block either one of those, bro. Yeah, exactly. He almost caught hell. Like for people to think that Izzy was just like super setting him up, like, oh yeah, I could take this guy's stuff. I'm gonna land this right hand. It wasn't like that, bro. Like he did get kneed. It wasn't full contact like Pajeda wanted, but he did get kneed. And I just think he was in danger at that moment. He's like, I gotta throw this right and hope it lands, and it did. And like, good for him. It was perfect, but people talking like he just knew that Pajeda was gonna do this, that, and the other. I'm like, no, bro, it worked out, but it's not like that, bro. It's just not. Especially because, like I said, he almost got his head knocked off with that knee. Like a little less cocky. If he would have literally just moved, but kind of like what you're saying right now. He usually doesn't take those big risks, so I think Pajeda just felt safe, bro. I think he was just like, there's no way he's gonna open himself up to throw a big shot right now with me standing right in front of him, which is just, it's just arrogant to me. Like, yeah, no. Yeah, I think it did. I think the jab stopped him. It threw him off for just a second. and it was fast too, bro. Like it was like knee, bah, bah. Like the 1-2 came fast, and then Izzy looked for a second. He's like, "Oh shit, I hit him!" And then he caught him with that behind the ear shot, which just turned his lights off. Yeah, yeah, same combo. All of it was like, which is why it was stupider to me, bro. All of that shit was the same, like literally the same as last fight when he rocked your ass with the right hand in the first round, bro. Like how you step into the same situation. And I, like I said, it's even more arrogant because it was the exact same situation, and he just thought he don't have the nuts to do that again because I knocked him out last fight. So in his mind, he was like, the first time he was a little brave, but this time he ain't gonna do that because I already stopped him. And he was wrong, bro. Like he was wrong. And I tweeted that, bro. Like when I get stuff wrong, I'm just like, whatever, I was wrong. Like all these motherfuckers on Twitter were like tweeting me like, what were you saying? What were you saying? Because right before the fight, I literally said, I don't think Izzy has the nuts to to basically do what he did. I was like, I don't know exactly what Izzy's game plan is here, but I'm like, he would have to go crazy. You have to sit down on a shot to make Pereira respect him, and I don't think he has the nuts. I literally tweeted, I don't think Izzy has the nuts, and probably like 2 minutes after I tweeted that, he knocked him out, and everyone was like, "Oh, he doesn't have the nuts." I'm like, okay, like what you want me to say, bro? I was wrong. Like, don't act like you're a prediction master. Motherfuckers get a prediction right, and they're like, I'm a genius. Like, bro, it was a 50-50 shot. Like, even if you didn't ever watch the fight or anything about it, you would have gotten it right 1 out of 2 times. Exactly, bro. Like, yeah. I yeah, I got that one wrong, man. I was proud of him, man. Like, I like Alex more, and I wanted him to win, but I'm gonna sidetrack. Yeah, no one thinks that Alex is better than Izzy, which is why, like, immediately after the fight, I tweeted, I kind of don't want to see them fight again. Like, that was a good conclusion. Like, honestly, if they fought again, probably the same way or worse. Like, he almost stopped him in the first the last time, bro. The whole thing Alex had over him was that he has one shot power. And he had an intimidation thing going on because he already beat the motherfucker 3 times, bro. And so, or 2 times at that point in time. And so it was 3 times going into this one. And I was like, yeah, I don't think Izzy has the nuts. Like, he's literally been stopped in 2 of their 3 fights. And in hindsight, I should have thought he's been stopped 2 times already. He has nothing to lose. He might as well just go crazy. Like, if he got knocked out again, like, what would we think? Like, oh yeah, he got knocked out again. So he had less to lose than I really thought about. But I was just thinking he was gonna try to survive. I thought he was gonna use the same strategy as last time and just try not to get finished at the end. But I didn't think about it from the perspective of like, bro, you literally lost 3 times. Like, if you lost a 4th time, no one would care because we'd be like, this dude just has your number. And so that actually allows you to take a risk because you have nothing to lose. But I just didn't think about that. I didn't think about it in that way. And so yeah, like, I don't want to see them fight again. Izzy is way better than him. Like, I've never argued that Pereira is better than him. He's just not. But he does hit hard. I'm interested to see him go up to 205 though, because he's gonna have a dope career, or there's gonna be YouTube videos about him like 3 years from now. Like, what if? Because like, yeah, he's either just gonna get smashed on by multiple people, or he's gonna move up to 205 and do the same thing to people. Like, and yeah, he's so, bro. I didn't I didn't want to admit it, but even when that fight started, when the last fight started, I'm just like, dog, he's so slow. Like he's so slow. Like he stands straight up and he's like this. It reminds me of like those old fisticuff dudes. And like when Izzy throws shots, he would just do this. And I'm like, bro, is this your defense? Like he's gonna land shots on you, bro. Like, I mean, everything looks good when you win. Everything looks bad when you lose, right? Like, you could have the craziest defense in the world. If you get knocked out, people are like, well, that's why you're using that stupid ass defense. So yeah, it's easy for me to talk about it now. If he would have won, I'd have been like, yo, that defense, like, he stands straight up and like he just literally just blocks your punches with his hands. So I'm not gonna criticize him too much, but I just I don't know how well that's gonna work out for him, man. Especially at 205, like now you're not the big guy. Like his whole thing was like, I'm the big guy that hits hard. 205, I don't know, man. I think like I don't know. I don't know. I don't know. We'll have to see. Gotta see him do a fight there. It's gonna be like a toss up to me when I think about like Jamal Hill and stuff. It's just literally like which one of them is gonna get the big shot on the other person first. And like Jamal Hill's athletic, bro. Like I said, but Hater's slow. Maybe he'll be less slow at 205. Maybe he only looks slow because he's like way bigger and he can't move as fast as like super lean people like Izzy. Um, so I don't know. We're gonna see. We're gonna see. Hey Kelly, what's up, man? How's life? I haven't talked to you in a long time. I appreciate you dropping in. I was at LA Fitness this morning. I went to the sauna. I drove all the way to Spanaway to go to the sauna. So, um, it's good to see you, man. Good to hear from you. But yeah, Glover is saying, you know, that's his boy. He's gonna say good stuff about him. But you know, after Dana said they had to cut 2 pounds the day of, that's taxing, bro. That's bad. That's really bad. And the thing that I was saying on Twitter, like without making excuses for him, is that obviously, like when you're dehydrated, um, it's way easier to get knocked out. Like it just is. Like the less fluid you have in your system, the more your brain is gonna rattle. Like so, it's a horrible idea to be cutting on the day of. Yeah, even if he didn't get knocked out there, how tired was he gonna be at the end of the fight? Like his punch resistance is basically on zero. So honestly, we're saying how good is he really? He might be better than we've ever seen at 205 because maybe he'll actually have punch resistance. Because if you think about it, man, like I said in both of those Izzy fights, and Izzy's not known for having some crazy power. Both of those fights, anytime he caught a right hand, he was on stilts, bro. Like he's wobbling all over the place. So sad, man. Sad. I wonder what he's doing right now. If I spoke Portuguese, I would message him and be like, bro, don't kill yourself. We love you. Is that my heater? Okay. I figured out why it was so hot up in here. No idea the heater was on. And so Let me look this up real fast. I just want to see. Yeah, see, he was fighting at 209 in his last two fights at Glory. They were at 209, bro. Like, and even when he was a middleweight in Glory, theirs is 187. So that's insane, bro. Yeah, it's a little bit of it's a little bit of a guessing game. It's gonna have to be a good stylistic matchup for him. Yeah, one of the first 2-8 champs. I don't I don't know, bro. I think let me look it up. I'm looking stuff up before I say it now. I want to say something about. Yeah, okay. I was gonna say this, but I didn't want to be wrong. He's not one of the first. He's the only one in Glory to do it, bro. He's the only double champ. So, middleweight, light heavy. My wife just texted me. Should I answer it or not? But yeah, he could be a god at 205. And whenever, so I just saw your thing that said 4 folks in here now too. Whenever that was at 4, that was probably my wife because she just texted me. Hold on, let me respond to her. Yeah, he's a GOAT, man. And what sucks is like casuals, mainstream people, they only know UFC because it's a big organization and like it's the only one that really plays on TV and bars and stuff like that. So the only interaction and knowledge that they have of Alex Pereira is these fights with Izzy. Which even still, like the fights that have been in the UFC, he's 1-1, but he got put out cold in this last one, right? And so they don't know what he did in Glory. They don't know he was a double champ. They don't know he's the only double champ in Glory. They don't know how extensive his history is and like where he came from, like the alcoholism, like the battling to become a double champ, like how late he started. I feel like they would have a lot more respect for him if so. But like this whole rivalry thing has made it so that it's just like either you hate Izzy or you hate Pereira, but I don't know. I don't know why. I don't know why it's like that. I don't know why we can't just be like, these are two great fighters fighting each other, and it's really cool that they actually fought each other twice. And there might be a third one. I don't want to see a third one in UFC, but there might be a third one. I would just be worried for his reputation if he got put out twice. Even though he won twice in kickboxing and then once in the UFC. Like I said, people's only interaction with him now is really the UFC. So all these random people are just like, oh, the first time was a fluke and then he got put out twice. That wouldn't be a good look. I think if he moves up to 205 and does some good work there, people might be like, you know what? I think he was just drained. And then what will happen from there? I don't know because like they can't do this at one. They can't do it at 185 again, bro. Like he's finished, bro. He's finished. He's like what, 35, 36 or something. Which is crazy, man. I'm about to turn 31 next week and like I don't feel old, but like when you see 35-year-olds, 36-year-olds, like Usman, bro. Like after the last fight, they were like, bro, he just needs to hang him up. He's 36. This is the end of the road. He can't really, like, he's gonna be slow. He's gonna be this, that, and the other. And I'm like, damn, like, I'm like 5 years away from that, bro. Like, am I gonna wake up one day and my body's just broken or what? Like, I don't feel any different either, bro. Like, I'm not gonna lie. I've been I've been more injured. Yeah, I was just about to say. But the times I've been injured, I've been like pushing myself though. And like not recovering well. So it didn't have to do with like my age. It's like it's been my own bad choices. But physically, besides like getting injured, I feel strong. I feel in shape. Like I'm in better shape than I was when I was in my early 20s. So, and I played sports my whole life, bro. So, but I've always been pretty smart with my training. Like I just didn't listen to my coaches and stuff. They tried to push me past a certain point. I'd be like, bro, I'm not about to destroy my body for you. And you're not even my coach next year. And my coach next year is just like, well, you just cursed. Yeah. Yeah. So. Bro, I drink so much water. I'm trying not to get up and pee like every 10 minutes. So I'm like, I'm gonna make it to 9:15 before I get up again. But yeah, I would I'm interested to know how I'm gonna feel when I'm 35 and 36 and shit. Cause like I said, I feel pretty young. I'm heavy right now. That's the only thing. Like, I'm just heavier than I've been at most points in my life, and I think that contributes to more problems than anything. But it's not my age. Like, and when I was like 20, I thought 30 was so old, bro. But now I'm here, and I'm like, bro, I'm good, bro. I'm good. I'll beat my 21-year-old self up, bro, easily. But yeah, no, it it does not happen. What is happening right now, bro? What is going on? The whole block just shut down. It's so dark outside. Bro, I do hella body weight stuff. There's a ghost. That was crazy. I can literally hear everyone's electronics and stuff starting up. I don't know what just happened, but the whole block just shut down, bro. I don't even know if my live stream's still going because the Wi-Fi would have just cut off just now. But I'm sure someone will tell me. Did you see that, Phil? Did you see everything shut off for a second? Or did my phone just shut off? Now my laptop's not connected to Wi-Fi no more or nothing. Cause I gotta wait for the Wi-Fi to reboot. Well, haven't got a comment from you, Phil, so I can only imagine that until my Wi-Fi reconnects, maybe the stream paused or something. I don't know. My time is still going, but you didn't respond to what I said, so it makes me think that my phone probably disconnected. Hmm. Here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go use the bathroom. Hopefully when I come back, Wi-Fi's working. What happened to my Wi-Fi? Wi-Fi got broke, dog. Yeah, I tried reconnecting my laptop. We're having trouble loading your feed. Stop having trouble then. Oh, you was doing front squats. Okay. Had me thinking my shit just cut off, bro. Maybe it did. Wi-Fi. So why is my YouTube not working now? Crazy, man. Or you know what? Maybe I need to start everything. Oh, okay. I just need to click it over. Alright. I'm back in action. Can't remember what we were talking about. I'm just not seeing your comments. Nothing happened. You were just talking and the light shut off. Everything was smooth. Okay. Well, now you know that I am incredibly poor and our lights just shut off. You know. Not my dog's scared. But yes, definitely old. Some would say incredibly old. Yeah. Nah, so on my phone the chats pop up, but then I can't see them, they disappear. So that's why I have my laptop up cuz I can see like the archive, right? And then I can like look at what you actually said. And like right now, my computer is just being crazy. So like even right now, it says no internet. Why? I don't know. Jacob, I saw that you commented something, But until I can open up my YouTube on here, I actually can't see it. So give me a second and I will look at it and respond. The part that I saw said I still use something, but I just gotta get my Wi-Fi up and kicking on here. What is going on? Interesting. Let me see if there's a way I can look at the chats on my phone until my oh, I can scroll. When I hold a position and exercise a stress for a certain amount of time, I count by mounting 1,000 between numbers. Bro, you didn't learn that in elementary school? That's like a wait. Wait, do y'all not learn that in Canada? I'm not trying to be funny right now. That's like something that we learn to do super, super early. Like 1,000, 2,000. Or some people say Mississippi. 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, 3 Mississippi. But yeah, we do that from like 3 years old. Or else little kids are just like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Hippopotamus? What? Yo, what are y'all doing up in Canada, man? Hippopotamus. Yo, I'm sorry, that is hilarious, right, Phil? I just wasn't expecting to read that. Hippopotamus. Like, why? Who picked hippopotamus, bro? 1 hippopotamus, 2 hippopotamus, 3 hippopotamus. Ah, that's hilarious. You just made my night, bro. It is long. It is. Oh man. I just wasn't expecting to read that, bro. That's something. I think thousands a little bit better. A little bit smoother. It rolls off the tongue a little bit better. So I'm gonna stick to 1,000. 1,000, 2,000. How's life though, Jacob? How's working out treating you? How's your back problem with your popping back? Working out is awesome. That's good, man. I love to hear it. Love to hear it. So that's tight. Are you staying away from squats and shit that made it feel super tight? Some people just don't squat, man. Back strength and ab work. That's good. It's good, man. Happy to hear it. I'm still laughing about hippopotamus. I'm trying not to think about it. Oh man. Split squats and slant board squats. Oh man, I love slant board squats. I I bought a nice slant board like 2 months ago. It's perfect. It's got a nice little like I don't know what it's called. It's not sandpaper, but it's a rough surface, so I can do it with my squats on, my socks on. Sorry. Um, very nice grip. Yeah, Phil, super wild, hilarious, hilarious. What else, Jacob? What's new, man? How's work? Deck tape? Nah, man. It's like granite, bro. I don't know what it is, bro. I would say no, I don't know. I'm not even gonna lie and act like I know. Hey, he got his first girlfriend at 23. Let's go. How did you get this girl, bro? What changed in your life that made you get a girlfriend? Were you obviously you were trying before, but hey, that's not the proper terminology, sir. Let's choose some different words. Uh, but what changed? How did you get this girl? What did you do differently that that got you a girlfriend at 23? I'd like to hear more confidence. Did you say something in particular? Did you step your mouthpiece up? You just spitting game, bro? Did you just sweep her off her feet with your words or what, bro? Or did you just flex? Did you just flex your arms and get a girlfriend? I need to know. I need to know. Are you planning on staying a virgin for a certain amount of time, or it's just one of those things that just is at the moment, and you're like, wouldn't mind changing it? Jacob, we're waiting with heavy anticipation, bro. Don't leave us hanging like this, bro. Virginity rocks. Dakota, where did you come from, bro? How long have you been in this chat? But yes, virginity's cool. I endorse that message. I approve. That is cool that you made it to 23. Oh, you just got in. Okay. Your friends took a really good picture of you. You went on a dating app, Hinge. Decided to be more open minded. Okay. So, how long have you guys been together? And what is the I gotta be careful about the questions I ask. What's the end goal here? What are you doing? Did you just want a girlfriend? Are you looking for someone to get married to? Everything except the sex. 1 month? Okay, that's good. That's good, man. There's no rush. There's no rush, man. Sex is good, don't get me wrong, but like, you can live without it. It's better to develop that relationship without the sex, have sex later. Because sex is a drug, bro. And yeah, if you're not careful, you won't realize that everything you like about this person is just sex. And you don't realize that you don't actually like that person that much. You just like having sex. So it's good. Just wait, bro. A girl who can cook is even better. Yeah, cooking's good. Yeah, man. Build that relationship. Don't worry about the sex. If it happens, it happens. But I need to see these hinge pictures, bro. I need to see how good were these pics. Nah, that's cool though, man. I'm happy for you. They come tears. What? Jacob, what's going on over there, bro? Damn, Phil, you've been married for 10 years, bro. I didn't realize it's been that long. That's crazy. I've been married for uh, not even two really. Basically a year and a half. So marriage is amazing. I encourage you all to do it if you're not married. Dakota, how's work? How's the job, man? You liking it more that you're into it now, or has it gotten worse and you're like, I don't like this that much? Josie told me y'all were going to Thailand in like October or something like that. So that'll be cool. Not gonna lie to y'all, man, I'm a little lit right now. I might have drank too many cups. Too many cups. Super cool stuff basically every day. Like what, bro? What is so cool? I'm not really trying to out your job because like I don't know, man, the internet's political. But I like not knowing what's going to happen every day. I might find a dead body. I might be arresting somebody for beating up his girlfriend. Well, you just told what your job is. So uh have you been in any dangerous situations yet? Has anyone did any crazy shit towards you? Like obviously someone beating up their girlfriend is a danger to society. But has anyone tried to fight you, try to stab you, try to shoot you? Yeah, Phil. I'm feeling it, bro. I'm feeling it. See, the thing was, I drank those cups like at the beginning of the live stream, so now it's kind of kicking me. Finally caught a live stream. Let's go. What's up, bro? How you doing, man? Sometimes I get the urge to start drawing. I want to draw comics out of my favorite novels. Has anyone here ever felt like drawing to tell a story? No, none of us have felt like that. Nah, but just kidding. I used to draw. I used to draw Dragon Ball Z characters. I was really good at drawing Goku, bro. Like in my head, I can still think about like how I used to draw his eyes and his nose, and then like the hair. Like I used to draw him like every day, bro. I was a real artiste. No, I'm not gonna start dancing for you guys. But for those of you that don't know, that don't keep up with my life, I have been taking dancing lessons for the last 3 months. And I would say I'm pretty decent now. Pretty decent. Am I still in the military? No. I got done with the military in 2019, but I am a strength and conditioning coach for the government. So I train soldiers. Um, so I work on base. Yeah, no, yeah, I was the same way. I would draw characters, but it wasn't to tell a story. But you know, it's a good way of expressing yourself, man. You should follow that if you feel an urge to tell a story, you should do it and just follow that up. What happened? I made a video talking about my experience in the military. Uh, I don't know, man. Like, kind of like I was just telling Dakota, like the internet's really political. People have lots of things to say about the police, the military, whatever. And I just don't feel like being a part of that conversation. Like people know I was in the military, but it's just not really a part of my personality. People that know me know I did military intelligence. But like to be honest, I didn't do super cool stuff. Like it wouldn't be worth the video. Maybe it would be cool like in a conversation, right? Like you don't know anything about military intelligence. I tell you a bunch of stuff. And you'll be like, oh, that's cool. But as a video, I wouldn't know where to start. You know what I mean? Like I'll just be like, yeah, I was military intelligence. There's a lot of stuff I can't even talk about because I had a top secret clearance. I still have a top secret clearance, to be honest. And there's certain things I'm just literally not allowed to say that I might say in a private conversation, but I definitely would not put it on the internet for someone to ruin my life with. So a lot of stuff I would have to just skip over. And then by the time I got to the end of that story with everything I skipped over, I feel like it wouldn't be a good story. So that's where I'm at with that. How was my last trip to Puerto Rico? It was amazing, man. I'm currently trying to move to Puerto Rico. I need to find a job that is worth the pay. So the thing is, like, there's a lot of strength and conditioning positions in the Dominican Republic, like a lot of baseball strength and conditioning coach type stuff. But those openings are just not in Puerto Rico. And I want to move to Puerto Rico because it's still the United States. Like, those are U.S. citizens. They have passports. You can fly there and fly back with no problems. Like, I'm not really trying to be in a country that's not the United States right now. Um, and so I'm looking for some kind of job like that with similar pay to what I'm getting right now, or at least like a little bit of a pay cut, just because the cost of living is lower there than it is in Washington. But I don't want to like drop 20K in pay or something like that. Like this job was a step up, like a big step up. So I don't wanna go back down. I would only want to stay where I'm at or go higher in my next job. So, but yeah. Wait, Phil, your cousin is halfway famous in tattooing. Who is it, bro? Send me the at. Or tell me that in here. I can look it up on my laptop right now, but definitely send it to me on Instagram. I want to look it up. But yeah, the police and military stuff is it's really political on the internet. I feel like it's a little bit political in real life, but even if it is, like, it's not a full conversation. Like, I know people in real life that say like "fuck the police." That's cool. But no one's like trying to have a full conversation about that. Like, oh, I hate them and I want to do this, that, and the other. And oh, like you called 911 one time, like you're this, that, and the other. Like, it's not like that. They might just say, fuck them, but they might actually still call the cops. Or like, if you, if I see a police officer in real life, like I'm respectful towards them, even if I don't agree with everything. It's like whatever. Like these are individuals that are trying to pay bills and whatever else. Um, so I just I just don't like getting involved in those conversations. What do I want to do in Puerto Rico? I want to do something similar to what I'm doing right now. Strength and conditioning. I would do another job if it was cool enough. Like I don't want to work at a desk. Like I'm over that. Like but I want to live in Puerto Rico. It's it's warm, lots of Spanish speaking going on. I want my kids to be bilingual, and it's hard to raise bilingual kids here. I know people with parents that barely speak English and they don't speak the language of their parents because everyone here speaks English. And so what's easier is if you raise your kids somewhere where another language is spoken and bring them back here. Because even if they forget a lot of stuff from their like native tongue, they'll never forget everything. But they will become fluent in English. Lots of people move here and become fluent in English and you can't even tell that it's not their native language. So I want my kids to be at least bilingual. If they learn another language or two on their own, that's cool. So Puerto Rico's an easy place to do that because everyone there is bilingual. And Washington is crazy expensive. My parents' house in Texas is 3,000 square feet. It's 4 or 5 bedrooms. I'm not sure. I'm gonna say 4. My room, Najla's room, my parents' room. 4 bedrooms, 3 baths, 3.5 baths, 3,000 square feet. The house isn't even $300,000, and their mortgage is $1,800. I paid $2,000, almost $2,100 for this little apartment in Renton. This state sucks, bro. So, trying to get out of here. But I have a pretty good job right now for the government. And so, also I'm a contractor. Full medical benefits, good pay, federal holidays off, lots of paid time off. So like I said, if I take another job, like it needs to be like on this level. I don't want to like drop in pay, lose my benefits, no paid time off. Like I don't want to do that just to live in Puerto Rico. Like that's, or else I would have just taken any random job in Puerto Rico. But no, I'm looking for a good one. Semi-retired in Texas. What part of Texas are they in, bro? Oh, no. Do I like working my current military trainees? Honestly, yes and no. It's just like any population. But, I knew what you meant working with. It's just like any population. So I'm a strength and conditioning coach, right? And I'm training like 20 to 40 people at a time. Like a football team, basically. Different squat racks, different exercises. I'm walking around, making my rounds. And there's some people that don't want to work out. They don't want to be there. They hate their lives. And I can't force them to. They're adults. You know what I'm saying? And so I'm like, hey, man, what's up? Why don't you want to do this shit? Oh, well, I'm getting out next year anyways. Blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do this shit. Okay. I'm not going to argue with him. Like, he's a grown man. I can't force him to work out. So I try to spend my time working with people that are going hard, that are happy to be there. We work out. Like, sometimes 2 of my groups are outside. So, like, especially like this time of year, it's cold as shit outside. Like, I got my hands in my pockets. I got heat. I got like hand warmers in there. But these dudes got to put their hands on the barbell. It's cold as shit. So I'm not gonna like argue with them. Like if they're like, this sucks. Like I don't want to put my hands on the bar. I'm like, yeah, I wouldn't want to either, bro. Like I'm not gonna lie to you. So I just do my best, man, and work with the people that are happy to work out. I like it overall, but sometimes, yeah, some of those dudes piss me off. Looking for a house right now, and the mortgage is a minimum of $2,500 for the houses. I'm like, yeah, bro, that's Washington. Like that's why I'm trying to get out of here. So I've been here for like 5 years now. It's been a good run, man. I'm trying to leave for sure. Outside of San Antonio, what, like New Braunfels or what, like? Thinking about moving to Texas for that reason. Oh, Floresville. Yeah, Central Texas, like San Antonio, Killeen, not inner city Austin, but everywhere doing around there, like pretty cheap stuff, man. Like my hometown, like I said, my parents' house. If I could put a picture up here right now, y'all be like, that's crazy. Like I said, my parents' house is huge. 2-car garage, 3,000 square feet. We got a front yard, backyard, 2 floors. What did I not list? Kitchen, 3.5 bathrooms, 4 bedrooms, crawl space, washer, dryer, all of this stuff. Their mortgage is 1,800. The house costs less than $300,000, and that's now. That's with inflation and everything. It was cheaper when they bought it. So, Texas is where it's at, bro. I sound chill as fuck. Nah. It's not Full Metal Jacket stuff. I'm not a drill sergeant, bro. Like, I'm outside of the military. So, those dudes in the military can tell them what to do. Like, their not drills, but their NCOs can yell at them. They have people in these organizations that can yell at them and tell them, like, you do this right now. And they're going to do it. Could I do that? Technically, yeah. It's up to them if they want to listen to me or not. But I could take on that personality. I have no desire to do that. Like, I'm an adult. They're an adult. If you don't want to get better, bro, if you don't want to pass your tests that you need to pass to stay a soldier and feed your family, I'm not gonna argue with you, bro. It's not my life. My family's not affected by you failing the test. I get paid. I have other soldiers that are listening to me that are gonna pass the test. So, no, I'm not arguing with you. Yeah, New Braunfels water park. It is amazing, and the weather is just better, man. The weather's just better. Your parents, 2,000 square feet on 2 acres with 40 by 40 attached, 5-car garage for less than my house. Yeah, man. That's the cool part about Texas. Texas is huge. There's some expensive parts. Like if you try to go to Houston, maybe Dallas, you're gonna be paying a lot. Houston is like more crime too. I don't know why anybody wants to live in Houston, but that's a different story. But Central Texas, probably Copper's Cove, which is like close to where I'm from, Belton, all those places. Like where I'm from, Killeen, or better yet, the suburbs of Killeen, Harker Heights, cheap, bro. You getting a $200,000 house that in Washington probably cost you $1 million, maybe 1.5. I know someone today on Twitter, he posted that he lost his job and he has a $1.5 million house and his rent or his mortgage is like $6,000 or it was like 8,000, something like whatever, some outrageous number that I wouldn't be able to pay. And I looked at the house on Zillow and I'm like, bro, 1.5 million for this, $6,000 a month for this? That's crazy, bro. Like, not even bigger than my parents' house in Texas for less than $300,000 for an $1,800 mortgage payment. It's crazy, man. I don't even know. I don't know how any of that stuff works. I'm not an economist. I don't know why Washington is so expensive and Texas isn't. I don't know how it works. All I know is I need to get out of Washington. That's what I know. So that's where I'm at. Anyways, what y'all doing up, man? It's 9:45 for me. So anyone that's not on the West Coast, I know it's late for y'all. Anyone that is on the West Coast, it's still kind of late for you. 9:45 is like getting close to bedtime. What's better for chest gains, dumbbell pressing or weighted push-ups on high parallettes to get a stretch? I think dumbbell pressing is, but I like to think that push-ups are my core. It's just hard for me to pick. First of all, you don't have to pick. You could do both if you wanted to. Second of all, the most important thing on anything is making progress, right? So, like, let's pretend you only had 30-pound dumbbells. Well, I wouldn't say dumbbell pressing is better if you can do dips with your, or sorry, push ups with your body weight plus 50 pounds, plus 60 pounds, plus whatever, and you could keep going up. And inversely, even if weighted push ups are better, if you're using a weighted vest and you can only load up 20 pounds, but on the dumbbells, like you can go up to 150 or something, I'm gonna say, well, you're eventually gonna be able to make more progress with these dumbbells, right? And then like everything depends on your goals too, man. Like I don't know what you mean by chest gains, like, but I don't know, man. Like progress is the most important thing, and for me, I've never been like a bodybuilder type. I'm all about. I don't want to use the word functional, but I'm all about being strong and feeling like I can move. So, yeah, dumbbell benching is cool, but I've always done push ups. I always will do push ups because it's a very, like, quote unquote, natural movement. It's something that I could, like, drop down and do anywhere. If someone took all the dumbbells in the world, I'll just be like, well, I can still do push ups. And you can't take that away from me. I feel the same way about squats, squat jumps, all kind of stuff like that. I'm like, if I can do it anywhere in the world, I love that exercise. Like, no one can take squats and push-ups away from me. Um, Pull-ups, rows, all of that stuff. Like, you need the equipment to be able to do it. Not necessarily rows, because I could pick up a gallon of water or just pick up like anything and row it, right? But like pull-ups, dumbbell pressing, overhead pressing, all of this stuff that didn't necessarily exist 300 years ago. It's not bad. Obviously, I compete in weightlifting. Like I'm not against weightlifting, but sometimes people are like, sometimes people get super elitist about like gyms and lifting weights, and I'm like, bro, it's fine. It's to do push-ups, dips, handstand push-ups. You'll be strong from that, and you might not look like Ronnie Coleman, but you can be very athletic, which I think is cooler. Like I don't like the way bodybuilders look. Like the way Usain Bolt was built when he was in like top form, when he was that guy. You know, he was like probably, I'm just guessing here, but he's like 6'3", 200 pounds maybe, 200 to 220 pounds. Like he was solid, bro. He was muscular, but it didn't look like he was bodybuilding all day. It looked like he lifted weights sometimes, and the rest of the time he was running. You know, I hate it when you made me do 1,000 push-ups, but the pump was real. Yeah, man, I love push-ups. I'm always gonna make my people do push-ups. Jimbo, what's up? I don't care about bodybuilders either. It's a luxury to lift weights in the gym. I wouldn't brag about. Yeah, yeah, facts. Yeah, like I said, I compete in weightlifting, so sometimes I make statements like this on Twitter, and people are like, "Oh, this guy probably benches 135," and I'm like, "Yeah, you got me, bro." But I just don't care about weights that much. Like, there's so many other aspects of fitness. Like, there's running, hiking, gymnastics, rock climbing. There's so many things. There's fighting, grappling. There's so many other things that you can do that are not weightlifting, where that you would still be like in great shape. You'll be strong. You would look good. Like yeah, a lot of fighters, if they don't lift anyways, they end up looking like string beans. But also like they're starving themselves a lot of times. So if you're not starving yourself, and you're doing that stuff, you'll probably end up looking decent. Like pulling and pushing another person, still resistance. You know what I mean? There was a right hand that stopped him from landing the left. Just saw a meme cover the fight. I'm guessing you're talking about Pajeda. Like there was a right hand that stopped him from landing the left. So Pajeda was gonna land the left, and he got hit by Izzy's right hand. But that would have been the punch that stopped the fight, right? But like I said, if you watch it slow, or at least from the right angle, anyways, there was a sharp jab. Like Izzy pop, and then he threw that big right hand. Yeah. No. No what? Oh, you're saying no, it wasn't the right that ended the fight. You're saying it would have been before that. Is what you're saying. Okay, I got you. Had to catch up in my mind. Hold on, my wife just texted me. All right, Jacob. Take it easy, my friends. Take it easy. Let's see. Something going on with YouTube. That's the problem. Thought it was my Wi-Fi, but I keep checking to make sure my Wi-Fi is connected, and it's good. And then every time I check, YouTube will be like, "Oh, we've encountered a problem." How's my Spanish fluency? I don't know what that means. Almost native. I would say when I talk to native speakers, they don't know I'm not a native speaker. I'll say that. If people are looking to find errors in my Spanish, they probably can. But like when I go to Puerto Rico and stuff, like when I'm in the Uber and stuff, like no one's asking me like, oh, like where did you learn Spanish and stuff like that. They're just answering questions, and they're like what part are you from, stuff like that. Or like when I like I have a lot of Puerto Rican soldiers that I train, right? And when I talk to them, they just say like, "What part of Puerto Rico are you from?" They don't say like, "Where are you from?" They're just like, "Oh, what part are you from?" You know what I mean? It would be like if me and you talked, and I was just like, "I know you're not from my state. I know you're not from Texas because we don't talk the same. But like, what state are you from though?" But English is your second language, so I never say I'm fluent. I let other people say it if they want to. If someone says I'm not fluent, I would still say that's cool, whatever. I have every conversation that I want to have. I've never, not recently, anyways. I've never not been able to say something. I've never had to give up on a conversation. So, uh, what I would say as an answer to your question, how's my Spanish fluency? I can talk to people. I can have conversations, and I can talk to any person about anything in Spanish. How well? That's gonna vary based on the subject, right? Because, for instance, I always use this example, but I don't know shit about cars in English. So, of course, I'm also not going to know those parts in Spanish because I just don't know anything about cars. I know oil, engine, brakes. That's about it. Anything else outside of that? Like I had to get my what was it? My camshaft position sensor changed. And the dude was just like, "Bro, did you know your camshaft position sensor was this bad?" And I was like, "No, I didn't know that." But I'm like, "I don't know what that is, bro. What are you talking about?" Like, I've never heard that in my life. So, yeah. Actually, that was like one of my Spanish progress videos, probably like a year ago. On a Sunday, my car broke down and there was no one open. And my barber was like, "Yo, I know a mechanic that can come help you, but he doesn't speak English." Oh yeah, my car was running hella trash, bro. Like, yeah, it was like shaking and stuff. But so yeah, my barber was like, "I'm gonna send Miguel your way, but he doesn't speak English." And like, yeah, he came and helped me, and like, I had to communicate with him in all Spanish, and like, a lot of the stuff he was saying, I'm like, I know what you just said, but I don't know what that part is. He's like, "Yo, we gotta go to AutoZone and get this part," and I'm like, "Cool," but I don't know what that part is. Like, I got that you said we need to go to AutoZone and get it, but even if you knew the part name in English, I still wouldn't know. Like, you would have to like, I'm I'm gonna go with you and we can buy it, but like, I don't know what that is. Yeah. And so like if I knew what it was in English, then I could talk my way around it in Spanish, right? But like I said, a camshaft position sensor, I don't know what that is in English still, even though I got it changed like 2 weeks ago. I still don't know what it is. So I couldn't even talk my way around it in Spanish either. I couldn't be like, "Oh, that's this thing that does this, but I don't know what it's called." I would literally just be like, "I don't know what it is." I could tell you the name of it. That's literally it. And so I know like very general stuff. You know what I mean? Like I know in English and Spanish, I know like engine, brakes, tow truck. But outside of that, bro, like I don't fix stuff on my own car. The only thing I ever do is put my own oil in there. Just because I drive so much that I'm not trying to take it to like a Jiffy Lube like every month or every couple weeks because I drive far every day. So like once a month, I'm like filling up my own oil. Like obviously I know how to do that. But outside of that, I'm useless, bro. Useless. I can change a tire just because I did it with my dad a bunch of times. But even that, I wouldn't trust myself. I would get on YouTube first. I wouldn't just hop out the car and like start changing the tire. I would sit there like, "Damn, my tire's flat. Let me get on YouTube." Okay, says get the jack out of the trunk. I knew that. Put the jack here, jack the car up, like, and I'm lying, because I probably would just call a tow truck if I'm being completely honest. Like, yes, bro, I live in Renton, bro, and I have to drive to JBLM every single day. So I drive like 50 minutes down, 50 minutes back every single day, bro. Yes, I am driving that much. Just think about it. It's like 40 miles there and 40 miles back. So that's 80. And I'm doing 5 days a week. You know what I mean? That's 400 miles a week, bro. It's 400 miles, man. 1,600 miles. And that's just going to work. I drive to John's on the weekends and other places. I drive to dance lessons at nighttime. Like, it's a lot of miles, bro. It's quite a lot. And that's not including the places I drive on base, because I drive to a different gym to go do boxing on base, drive back, drive to the shop at to get Gatorade, drive back. Um, I don't remember what the recommendation is. Hold on, let me Google it for you right now. But I want to say it's like every 3,000 miles. Every okay, oil change. Every read your owner's manual. Man, anybody trying to do that shit, bro? 3,000 miles or every 6 months. But then this site says you're changing your oil far too often if you buy into the 3,000 miles. The 3,000 mile oil change myth. The oil can outlast even today's seemingly high oil change intervals. If you're changing your oil between 6,000 to 8,000 miles, you still may be able to push oil changes about 25% longer. Nah, hell nah, bro. That's a setup, bro. They're trying to tell you that shit so you don't change your oil and your car breaks down. Bro, I put synthetic oil in my shit, bro. 2 months, my oil lights fucking popping up. That shit, if I swing too hard, the thing will pop up for like 5 seconds and then it goes away. I don't know, Phil. You know about cars? What's happening, bro? If I like gotta hit the light real hard, like then the oil thing pops up, but then it goes away, and I'm like, well, it didn't stay there. But I can tell. I can tell when my shit needs oil, bro. It don't be running this smooth. I'm like, this shit's about to fall apart, bro. I just treat my car like trash. All I do is drive to work, bro. What you want me to do? Damn.